So today I would like to present my assignment in AFT1023 Foundation of Management, which is company Tealive'S at LOOB Holding, and my lecturer name is Professor Dr. Naresh Kumar Anak-Lelaki semester February 2020/2021. So my name is SYAZANA binti AZIZAN, and my metric number is A20A1980 from class AFT1023/L1. So part 1 is what is management. So management is a process of planning, decision making, organizing, leading, motivation, and controlling the human resources, financial, physical, and information resources of an organization to reach its goal efficiently and effectively. So in the next slide is for management function. So for management function implemented in Tealive'S, there are 4 POLC, which is planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So the next slide is planning. Planning is means identifying goal for future organizational performance and deciding on the task and use of resources needed to attain them. So we must predict what will happen. Like Brian Liu, who is a CEO at the LOOB Holdings Berhad, introduced Tealive'S as a brand that takes tea drink to a higher level because Tealive'S was previously known as a cha time. So the next slide is organizing. Okay, next is organizing. Organizing is a management function that integrating an organizational framework and allocating human resources to ensure that goals are met. So the example, like the CEO of Tealive'S can divide the work to a certain department such as a marketing department to manage marketing, while the finance department is tasked with managing the internal and external budget of the business. So this is to ensure that the work done will run smoothly and will not be detrimental to the company. So next slide is leading. Leading means the process by which manager try to influence employee behavior to perform tasks efficiently and effectively. And this is because to ensure that employee in the Tealive'S organization have the effectiveness of doing the right job. So Brian Liu needs to set specification for his employees so that they know what they are accomplishing. Okay. So in the next slide is controlling. So controlling means the process of monitoring the performance and the end result of the work is achieved as expected. So to make sure of this happen, Brian Liu needs to monitor the work done by his employees so that this goal can be achieved. In the next slide is part 2, top management at LOOB Holdings Berhad and 10 manager roles. So top manager at LOOB Holdings Berhad is mean top management consists of a general manager, president of chief executive like COO, CEO, and something like that. So they all of them pay attention to the external element of the organization, which include the economy, legislative proposal that can affect revenue, stakeholder claim, and customer community relationship. So they will make decisions that will have a broad impact on the business, such as financial transaction, merger and acquisitions, collaboration, and strategic alliance, and improvement to a company brand or product line. So the top management at LOOB Holdings Berhad is Brian Liu, who is the Chief Executive Officer. That means CEO. So in the next slide is about 10 manager rule. Okay, what can we see in this slide? We have 3 type of rule, which is informational rule, interpersonal rule, and decision rule. So in informational rule, there are 3, which is monitoring. So monitoring means manager need to be sensitive to change in the internal and external environment of the organization in order to gather information either from inside or outside the organization. So next is disseminator. Disseminator means manager needs to communicate information to employees in their organization. So this information can be conveyed through memo, meeting, and more. And third is spokesperson. So spokesperson means manager needs to communicate information to other outside the organization. For example, manager communicate organizational performance information to the mass media like Instagram, something like Brian LOOB did in the social media, so that we all know their his chain or what, something like that. And yeah. Okay, next we will move to the interpersonal rules. Okay, in interpersonal rule there are three, which is first is figurehead. Figure is a person who is a representative in a department, so then they need to build a high image, behavior and reputation. And manager also needs to empathize and be a good role model to their employees, so that the subordinate can copy or follow the manager. Next is leader. Okay, leader means responsible for being a leader in an organization and being a follower to other employees. And next is license. Okay, license to be a license between the organization and party outside the organization by obtaining information about changes that occur in the environment outside the organization. Okay, after we're done with the informational rule and interpersonal rule, we will move to the decisional rule. So in the decisional rule, there have 4, which is entrepreneur. Entrepreneur means manager are always striving to improve the business through a new idea and innovatively, creatively and critically. And next is the stubborn handle. The manager means the manager acts as a problem solver of any problem. Means if the subordinate have a problem, the manager will try to solve the problem, something like there is something like that. And next is resources. Okay, resources is means allocated organizational resources such as employees, money, raw material, equipment, machine will be distributed to a specific department according to need, organization according to the priority and important task. Example like that branch need more workers, so the HR will provide some worker to that branch. Okay, now we will move to the part 3, why innovation is important to CEO Brian Liu's job and how technology changed the way manager works today. So first, why innovation is important to CEO? Because with innovation, he can develop product to better suit the taste of his customer. And in addition, he also able to find something related to other product that other may not have thought of. For example, like when he made the design of Tealive'S, which initially started from a child time and then turned into a phenomenon or are enjoyed by our race and age at an affordable price. This is also because to avoid user feeling bored with the same taste only. And next, so in this slide, we will talk about how technology changed the way manager works today. Okay, first, employees were similar to their employer in the past because job location were close to professional manpower service. So management will keep an eye on what's going on and speak with staff face to face. And manager can now oversee workers in remote locations thanks to technical advancement, and the need for face-to-face encounter has decreased significantly. And second is telecommuting allow companies in region with high labor costs to complete their work in district with a lower wage, so that the job can be complete thousands of miles away and then sent to the home office by supplying adequate computer equipment and aid to these employees. And third is employee can operate at their own speed and from almost any place. Employee can complete their tasks quickly and effectively even on the beach, thanks to the technology like laptop that allow contact between manager and employees. So that's all from me. Thank you for having me. So yeah, thank you.